Hello, everyone! The first part of the new 34th episode of Skibidi Multiverse has recently been released, and in this video, I'm going to make a complete, detailed, and interesting analysis of it. I'll also tell you what Skibidi's plan actually is, and what will happen to the Titans in the next episode. So get your tea and snacks ready, and prepare to watch this video to the end, because it's going to be really entertaining. Let's go! The events of this episode take place immediately after the first part of the previous episode, when the Bald John arrived at the scene in order to hold back the Titans of the Alliance, and this is exactly what was included in the plans of the Skibidi toilets, as we remember from what Professor Kleiner had said. From the very first shots, we see the coordinated work of the Skibidi toilets, and while the scientist with his lasers does not allow Titan cameraman to use his gravity gun, the upgraded UFO toilet pushes the Titan, thanks to which the scientist's lasers knock the cameraman to the ground. If you look closely, you can even notice how in the process some parts of Titan cameraman actually break off. After that, Titan TV man decides to help his brother, but the bald Skibidi turned out to be not so simple and showed the new techniques that he learned. First of all, he blocks the impact of the Titan with his new energy shield, after which he attracts 2 TV sets of the Titan with his magnets. But while he was rejoicing at what he had done, Titan's main TV makes a savory laser slap on the bald Skibidi's head, and then the Titan activates his red glow in the hope of getting rid of the scientist for good. But suddenly, and quite unexpectedly, he begins to resist this and shoots at the Titan with his laser. Perhaps he was able to do this because the glow was not directed at the scientist himself, but only at the robot in which he sits, so he was able to survive this. At this time, Titan cameraman was also busy fighting the UFO toilet and demonstrating new skills of his improved gravity cannon. It has clearly become more powerful, and now cameraman can have a stronger effect on surrounding objects. And this is what allowed him to attract this very speedy Skibidi to himself and then throw him into the ground. However, until now, Titan has not realized that this toilet is able to absorb and redirect energy, and therefore once again lost his weapon, namely the hammer. It was lucky that he did not lose his arm once again, because I think Titan Clockman would no longer be able to restore it. In the ongoing battle, Titan cameraman was also able to stick his own knife into the eye of the Skibidi toilet, but he was able to survive it, and as if nothing had happened, he just stood up and pulled out this knife afterwards, as if a speck of dust had just got into his eye. But this is not surprising, and now I will explain to you why. His eye socket stopped glowing in red, but since this is only a mask in the form of a skull, then Skibidi could well have stayed with his eye, because I think the length of the blade was not enough to actually get and hurt him, since the knife was sticking out of the hand of Titan cameraman and only a third of the blade entered, and that's why he could have survived this. After this fight, the 2 Skibidi retreated and started looking at each other, but most likely this is not what you thought, as they just decided that it was time to retreat, and therefore the Skibidi scientist begins to generate the black smoke after sitting down a little. I can't even imagine where it started coming from, but let's not think about it. And here, Titan TV man demonstrates his new ability, namely the absorption of teleportation fog. We at first saw something like this in the 29th episode when Counter Titan generated a TV on one of his limbs and did not allow Titan TV man to teleport. And now, Titan TV man has adopted this ability and can use it for his own purposes. However, now he was prevented from doing so by the UFO toilet who pushes the Titan again, which allows the Bald John to leave this place. But Titan does not intend to let these guys go anymore, and with the words "no more running," he also leaves. But I wonder how he intends to find them, because I don't think he knows where they went. Although I think that most likely this place will be the last Skibidi base. After the remaining Titans have exchanged some pleasantries with each other, suddenly several more very strange Skibidi teleport in here. I don't know if this is somehow related, but take the Elite Combine's costume from the Half-Life game as the basis for their appearance, which are perhaps the most dangerous infantry unit of the Alliance in this game. And based on their appearance, they are no less terrible opponents in the series. But their behavior is strange even for Skibidi toilets, as if they are just another combat monsters that were specifically grown in the laboratory. It can definitely be stated that they are ordinary toilets. However, each of them has huge humanoid robotic hands, as well as claws on their backs. And I think that in the next episode we will see how Titan cameraman fights with these incredible creatures, as well as how at the same time Skibidi Scientist traps Titan TV Man while sharing him with his friends. And while Titan Clockman is busy maintaining his dome made of energy, Titan Cameraman will keep restraining the onslaught of these one-eyed Skibidi. And well, Titan TV Man himself will get attacked by Skibidi Scientist along with his new soldiers whom we saw in the previous episode. And I think that's exactly what Skibidi's plan is, and it's to detain the Titans as well as separate them while G-Man Apocalypse is being put into action. And that was all for today. Well, be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And it was me, IsoToilet. See ya.